Welcome to Swope Park in Kansas City for tonight's MLS Next Pro game between Austin FC 2 and Sporting Kansas City 2. It's a warm night as two Western Conference foes in need of a win go head-to-head. This is actually the third meeting and final meeting between these two teams in the regular season. Both games previously have finished in a 2-2. I'm Maura Sheridan. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Both of these teams winless in the last three games. As we take a look at the standings in the Western Conference, right now both of these sides sit below the playoff line, and so in desperate need of 3 points. For Sporting Kansas City, obviously just right below that playoff line in 9th place. For Austin FC 2, bit of a surprising turn here in 2024 after winning the MLS Next Pro Championship in 2023. Off to a pretty rocky start and just a couple of games left in the regular season. But for Austin FC 2, you can see 10 draws. That's been the bulk of the issues, not picking up points on shootouts and just a bunch of ties. Take a look at the starting 11. We'll start with Kansas City, who's at home today, coached by Benny Feilhaber. This is a group, I mentioned, winless in the last three, 2 losses and a draw. So the main problem has been the defensive back line, so looking to clean that up a little bit tonight. They've been, bleeding goals allowed 45, and they'll look to Chris Rindov, who's the captain today, to really lead that back four. And this is a starting 11 for Austin FC 2, coached by Brett Utley in his second season. I mentioned won a title in 2023. They have a couple of first-team loanees who are a part of the roster tonight. CJ Fodre, definitely someone to watch out for. Fodre, 4 goals and assists on the year. That is tied for a team high. And for Carlin as well up top. Burton, they all do a lot of damage, and this Austin team is coming off a 3-3 draw against Portland, in which Burton and Fodre combined to score all 3 goals. All right, Sporting Kansas City in blue kits with the light blue stripes, and Austin FC 2 in their white kits on the road today. John Nato is our center official. And again, I'm Maura Sheridan.
Oh, I just got cases under there. I hope that's okay.
Well, these two teams played May 17th and June 30th. The first one was in Austin. It was a 2-2 draw. And Austin picked up an extra point in a shootout. And then June 30th at Kansas City, 2-2 draw again. Kansas City wins in a shootout. Well, just about ready to kick. Last game for Sporting Kansas City 2. It's a 2-0 loss to North Texas last weekend in Arlington. North Texas is off to a great MLS Next Pro season, but definitely disappointing to not walk away with at least a goal in that one. So looking to right the ship here as Kansas City will start with possession. Avila, and we're underway here at Swope Park. 45 goals allowed for Sporting Kansas City this year. That has been the main issue for this side. That's tied for second most in MLS Next Pro. And in general, they've been scoring, despite that being shut out against North Texas at a pretty high rate. Have scored 40 goals this year, just been giving up more, and so they actually have a -5 goal difference. Austin has the opposite problem. Defensively, they're pretty sound, middle of the pack, but struggling to score. 22 goals. That's last in MLS Next Pro this year. Marcus Alstrup, who's in net for Austin. Mazzaferro slicing it through. Some pressure coming from Kansas City. Up the flank. Bit of a race to get there. Then it's back to Courtcamp. That's Jack Courtcamp, who is the keeper today for Kansas City, just 16 years old. So Sporting Kansas City 2 has started 2 teenagers in a row in net. Up the left side, swerving towards the middle, and a foul's committed. Sebastian Cruz, who undercuts there, and a free kick is coming in a good spot here for Austin. TJ Fodre doing what he does best, which is drive at that defense. The 20-year-old mentioned a goal last week against Portland in a 3-3 draw. In total has 4 goals this year and is one of the first-team loanies on this roster for Austin too. Well, Court Camp gets everybody ready as he prepares in net. Ramirez over the ball. Barun Hanga as well. It looks like it will be the captain, Alonso Ramirez, to take this. Off his right foot, bends it towards the back post, and it's headed away. Defense is there for Sporting Kansas City. Off the reset now for Toure and Austin. Swings towards the left side, Ramirez surveys and pulls it back. Toure in his second year with the club, so it was a part of that championship team. Makes an underlapping run, it's intercepted. And a foul Kansas City will possess here. Habibullah, 8 goals and 3 assists on the year for Habibullah. Cruz. Well, talking to head coach Benny Feilhaber about this roster, he says that Sebastian Cruz is just having such a breakout year and has been really impressed with how he's developed. In 2023, had 5 goals and 2 assists, and already in 2024 has surpassed the assist mark with 5 assists, 4 goals. It's really the engine for this Kansas City roster. Rindov played through. Avila trying to make something happen, and it's swiped away. Driven back here for Mazzaferro. Uses Alstrup, his keeper, 20-year-old. Switching the point of attack, and more pressure for Kansas City, trying to break through. Austin up ahead, and just a little bit too far. Carson Klein on the interception. Cristiano. Now settled for Kansas City. Oh, Kansas City trying to move quickly after that foul. Habibullah. These two sides actually have a lot of history. Mentioned that they've played twice this year and played in the quarterfinals of the MLS Next Pro and playoffs, I should say, in 2023. And of course, Austin was en route to a championship and so took down Kansas City. This one lifted towards the midfield. Habibullah picking up speed. Moving centrally, now into space. Avila going for it, but wide. This is a great find and enough time to hit this one nicely. Just trying to tuck it in the corner, goes wide with it. Avila now started 20 games for Sporting Kansas City. 8 goals, 2 assists this year.
Don't have to come that tight though. Keep your distance right. Your line course.
Van Rijn. Ramirez slides down. Bonachera. Fodre looking for a service. That slams off a defender and Kleinen outside the 18. Got a collision there and a bit of a conversation. Avila involved for Kansas City. Looks like Matto, our center official, having conversation with Alexandre. That'll be another free kick for Austin. Had one even closer range almost immediately to start this match, and of course bent it towards that back post, and no one was able to make contact on the Austin side. We'll see if that changes here. Toure stands over the ball. Toure off his right foot, header down, and we got a whistle. Cristiano plays it out from the back for Kansas City. Tabibola. Cristiano again, just 17 years old. Has appeared in now 10 games for Kansas City. Well, that looked promising for Carlin. But instead it's Kansas City going the other way. Avila makes a run, and this one just curls out wide, straight to the corner. Alexandre. Rindov. Played long. Alexandre drives in the box, makes a couple moves, puts it across, and it's deflected out. Well, you can see Austin sitting back defensively as Klein and company try to figure out how to break this down. Alexandre. Well, it will have to come from these quick swings to get the defense moving and find the seams. This looks promising. Habibullah, top of the box, shoots right to the keeper. Alstrup with a save. He'll just up the flank off his right foot and just doesn't hit that one right. Alstrup had that covered all the way. Alstrup has been the starting keeper for Austin this year. Has allowed just 23 goals through 16 games, and really, as I've mentioned, the bigger issue is that offense isn't really backing up the defense at the moment for Austin too. Tabibola. Visconti. Rindov. Habibullah. Calling for a run, cross put in. No one on the end of that for Kansas City, but it will be a corner. This is the first corner that we've seen for Kansas City. And they take a lead early in this match at home. 4 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws at home for Kansas City, so pretty decent. And 3 points would go a long way in the standings. This one bent, middle of the 18, and just high and out. Avila with the touch on that one. Well, Avila's just been a welcome addition to this Kansas City system. He's 23, but he has a lot of experience. Has played for Houston Dynamo, the first team with Charleston Battery in the USL Championship. Won a championship with Charleston last year. And again, off to a wonderful season so far. 8 goals and 2 assists. Individually, really performing for Kansas City. Klein, head on a swivel, but no one was around. Rindov, another first teamer that's been loaned out to this Next Pro side. Rindov has started virtually every game for Kansas City in the back line this year. Drafted out of the University of Maryland. Cristiano, up the flank. Visconti going for a heel pass. Habibullah looks to break loose and is denied. Byron Henga. Mazzaferro, second season with Austin. Torres, dispossessed. Kansas City looking to transition now. Cruz had some issues on that one. It was poked away. Habibullah too far ahead on the pass from Visconti. Well, Austin has not lost a game as of late. The problem is it's been 3 draws for Austin FC in a row and 10 total on the year. That's tied for the most in MLS Next Pro. Habibullah. Avila takes a knock in the 18. And of course, Kansas City frustrated on that moment. And we're going to see a yellow card against Avila. We'll see this again. Mazzaferro's there. It's pretty shoulder to shoulder. I think for dissent is Avila's yellow card.
A yellow card cost has been issued to Sporting Kansas City, number 99, Beto Avila.
Mazzaferro. Bonachera. For Carlin. Byron Henga. And Kansas City with Rindov now. Fights for it on the ground. Ends up with possession. Uses Klein, who boots it all the way back towards the midfield. Now the back line for Austin 2. Well, the last game for Austin, 3-3 draw against Portland. Went to a shootout, and they dropped that one by one PK in the shootout, 8-7, so it went longer than it usually does, and that's really been the problem for this Austin team. Just 2 shootout wins in 10 tries, so they've dropped a lot of points as a result of that, and that's part of the game here in MLS Next Pro. Now it's Kansas City on the move. They'll hold it back and possess now. Habibullah on the wing. No centers. Uses Cruz. Donovan. Shane Donovan, just 17 years old. Dale Harper's been pretty confident in using a lot of teenagers this year. Habibullah slips through. Alexandre cross. And no one on the end of that for Kansas City. Visconti in the corner. Klein. Rindov. Well, it's tough to break down this block when Austin really gets set up. And now they want to go. Up the flank. Pulled back to Nev numbers. Byron Hanga swerves. Moves it to his right. Bit of a heavy touch there. Defense collapses in. Gumbale nearly comes up with it for Kansas City, but now still with Austin. Bonachera. For Carlin. Klein. Alexandre. And we got a foul as Kansas City was looking to go. Well, this portion of the match is brought to you by Central Bank, official jersey front partner of SKC2 and community banking partner of Sporting Kansas City. Bonachera off the takeaway. Monteferro. Alstrup. Alstrup had to make a string of stops in a row, and then we haven't seen much from Kansas City since then, really from either of these teams. And for Austin in the last match against Portland, 4 shots on target and 3 of them went in. For Sporting Kansas City in the last game against North Texas, lost that one 2-0. 1 shot on target that entire match. So just creating chances in the final third is definitely something both of these teams are working on. We're 20 minutes in, no score yet between Kansas City and Austin. Off the takeaway now. Alexandre takes his space. Sends it ahead. Avila. Well, slams that one off the defender, Van Ryn. And a corner's coming for Kansas City. Well, Sebastian Cruz will take this corner. Just had to wait for Donovan to tie his cleat. Headed towards the back post, and it sails over everybody. Right back in. Headed away. Klein rises for it. And Cruz soars that one wide and out. Bit of extracurriculars going on as Rindov and 3 players from Austin just having some words. That's the thing, this is the 3rd time these 2 teams have played in 2024. It's been battles Both times have been draws. Both games have gone into a shootout. So, and then when you track it back to last year in Kansas City, getting knocked out of the playoffs by Austin, well, there's a bit of bad blood. Conversation between Matto, our center official, Rindov, the captain for Kansas City, and Ramirez, the captain for Austin. Alstrup. Rindov tracking back, and his keeper comes out in court camp. Cruz. Klein. Cristiano. Visconti picking up speed, puts it across, off the rebound, Alstrup dives, doesn't totally have it yet. And now we're gonna get a whistle because of the contact from Habibullah, who is coming in. A little bit dicey there for Alstrup and for Austin as he makes the initial save, of course, punches it away, and it looks like he's gonna be able to dive and cover. But Habibullah comes in and, of course, commits a foul. Press here for Kansas City. Trying to make some noise and perhaps get a turnover. Oh, Rindov just overzealous. And a free kick coming from the circle for Austin. Bonachera. Van Ryan was actually debuting in this game. The first appearance of 2024. Headed towards the back post. Almost. Farcarlin making a good run. Just couldn't connect on that one. And Farcarlin was 31st pick in the 2024 MLS Super Draft with Austin FC. But he's been loaned out to this Next Pro side. Well, we have about 20 minutes to go here in the first half and no score yet between Austin and Kansas City. Well, a bit of a stumble, and then Rindov is going to get warned. They just had a foul called a couple of yards forward, Rindov, and so hence the warning. Mazzaferro. Now just 2 wins this season for Austin away from home. 3 wins total. That's 22 total points. Puts them second to last in the West right now. Not in a great position to make the postseason. Klein. Farcarlin. Now Rindov. Alexandre. Play on. There's Alexandre again. Lots of green to operate. Physicality in the box, and it's Avila. Oh, you could see that coming from a mile away. Bit of a frustration foul from Avila. We'll see this again. He initiates that contact, absolutely. Well, this portion of the match is brought to you by Children's Mercy Hospital of Kansas City, official healthcare partner of Sporting KC. Alstrup. Klein races back to get there. Visconti helps as well. Then a frustration foul for Fodre. Haven't seen him on the ball much for Austin. And obviously that's something you would like to change, to have your leading scorer in this match. Avila makes a run. Alexandre goes to work, 1v1. Looking for a cross and another corner for Kansas City. Actually ricocheted off him. And so it will be a goal kick for Alstrup. No, Kansas City has been attacking decently well in the last couple of minutes. We'll see if they can really just put the pieces together in the box and challenge Alstrup. On the flip side, Austin has not done much offensively. Mazzaferro being pestered by Avila. Klein off his body. Court camp. Well, the keeper joined the Kansas City Academy in 2021, and this is just his second start in MLS Next Pro. Visconti makes a run up the flank. Couple of runners in the box, options for him. That's where he goes, and it's intercepted. Perhaps took too much time on that one. Ramirez. Austin now looking to build for Carlin. Fodre for Carlin in the box to his right foot, and that took too much time. He goes down, and it's a penalty. Well, it looked like he wasn't going to be able to get that shot off because the defense got back in front of him, and then he was just so good on the ball, so shifty in the box, that despite not getting a shot off, he draws a foul. And that's going to be a penalty opportunity for Austin, who has not created much in this game, but has a chance to take the lead. We'll see this again. Moves it to his right, understands the defense is there, and then blazing in, Alexandre. He's the one to commit the foul, and it could be a costly one for Kansas City. Another 16-year-old keeper is going to be tested. And for Carlin, still down in some pain. Definitely got clipped on the ankle, hence the penalty. No, for Carlin's up, and is putting some weight on that ankle. As Court Camp gets ready, it's been a long wait for him as he thinks about how he will defend this penalty, and we'll see who takes it for Austin. mentioned the fact that they've been in plenty of shootouts, 10 this year. So they have plenty of guys that have stepped up to the spot this season. It looks like right now it's going to be Fodre coming off a goal and an assist in the last performance against Portland.
Go, Jack.
All right, it is Fodre to step up. Courtcamp in net for Kansas City. Fodre saved off the post and cleared. How about that? The 16-year-old stepping up for Kansas City. He makes the initial save. He gets some help from the post. Fodre, this was read well by the keeper, and I think you could see by the body language from Courtcamp that he thought it had gone in after it deflected off his body. That's just reflective of some of the issues that Austin has had this year. But credit to the keeper for Kansas City, and we're still level. Oh, perhaps this will breathe some new life into Kansas City. Lifted towards the back post, though. Fodre looking to track it down. All the way to the corner he goes. Visconti's there to defend. Fodre in the 18, 3 defenders swarm. Now there's space for Ramirez. He gets tangled up. Mazzaferro. Bonachera. Now Van Ryn. Toure. Fodre looks to turn. Drives up the middle. Bonachera is looking for the underlapping run Aaron Henga was making.
There we go. Well done, guys.
About 10 minutes to go in the first half. You saw a penalty saved. Courtcamp makes the initial save off the post, and it's cleared out by the defense. I believe it was Rindov who came in to just make sure that was totally cleared. Visconti on the throw for Kansas City. Like college soccer in Kentucky and Clemson. Bonachera. And I wondered if Kansas City, after their keeper just made a great save on a penalty, perhaps it would breathe some life into this team. Instead, it's been Austin, after a missed PK, that's looked the more confident side. And right on cue, Gumbale takes off. Mazzaferro. Played long for Carlin. who's back on the pitch and, of course, was the one to draw the penalty. And it was the same kind of ball, weak side. He makes a run, slips in, and just ultimately got tripped up in the box. Torres. Montefiore. Well, this portion of the match is brought to you by Price Chopper, official grocery partner of Sporting Kansas City. Well, Klein will throw it in. Alstrup. Well, it's been a bit of a surprising start for Kansas City after being shut out in the last match against North Texas. Might walk away from this first 45 minutes and not have a goal to show for it. Habibullah has something to say about that. Visconti, wide, looking for a cross, and defense stretches for it. Baudry is tackled away. Cristiano just stopping that counter for Austin.
Anybody gonna take the throw in?
Toure. Baudry. Not to Farrell. Ringdove off the interception for Kansas City. Habibullah surges forward and gets fouled. Oh, Ramirez got the ball, but first he got Habibullah's legs. Klein slices that one through. Habibullah makes a run, top of the 18. Ramirez is there as well. Looking for a shot here for Kansas City, and it's pushed out. Klein trying to earn it back as Alexandre unable to get a look towards net. Alexandre, too physical. Bonachera goes down, and it's with Austin now. Van Ryan. Ringdove. Klein slips past him. Montefiore. Avila takes a pass ahead. 3 defenders swarm. Into the 18, Alstrup comes out, makes a kick save and dives to cover on it. Gumbale unable to test Alstrup on that one. It was a series of strong passes in a row for Kansas City. Nothing to show for it. Bonachera. For Carlin. Micah Burton scored 2 goals in the last game for Austin. Bonachera launches this one towards the back post. Visconti sends it out, but it will be a corner for Austin. Podre off the corner. Middle of the 6, and I think confusion from Austin. Van Ryn touches it, but it's right towards the keeper. And then we're gonna see a yellow card. It's for Carlin, who commits.
A yellow card caution is issued to Austin, number 10, Jimmy Sparkle. 44.
Yeah, pretty obvious there. And perhaps just trying to let his team catch up and not allow any sort of counter for Kansas City. We've seen 2 yellows in this first half. Avila has the other for Kansas City. Klein. Rindov. I'll see waning minutes of this half if somebody can take the lead heading into the break. Gumbale. Off his right foot. Alexandre. Wide with it. Uses Klein. Donovan. Skips that one to Klein. Service. Far post. And nothing much there for Kansas City as it's cleared out by Toure and Austin.
The fourth official has indicated there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Well, we're going to get 2 minutes of stoppage time. Here in the first half, for Carlin. Burton weaves and finds Fodre. Cristiano defending. Fodre gets around and just a light pass to nobody. Cruz gets things going for Kansas City. Habibullah in a space now. Alexandre. But Carlin has to be careful. He's playing on a yellow. And it's a free kick coming. Well, he knew it immediately. Well, Cruz will take this. Could be the final look for Kansas City in the first half. Actually, looks like it's going to be Habibullah on the free kick. Off his right foot, Alstrup, easy snag. Alstrup. And that's going to do it for the first 45 minutes. No score between Austin and Sporting Kansas City. Well, coming up, Michelle revisits Columbus to meet the Crew 2 manager after this short break.
Really sweet. Ahí está el centro. Gol. Maxi Mesa para pegarle. Maxi le pegó. Fuerza. Al frente. Servicio. El tiro. It's saved by Colin Conan. Con autoridad el centro. A la izquierda en las afueras del área. Le pega. Golazo. Externa va a definir Chicho.
Listen up, all eyes on me. I'll show you who you wanna be. Hey. Yeah, yeah, hey. Oh, wow, wow, wow. It's going down, down. You don't want the next day. It's the new sound. It's the new sound. It's the new sound. Toda mi gente lo siente. 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 Toda mi gente caliente. Toda mi gente lo siente.
Well, we played one half at Swope Park in Kansas City, and we don't have a score yet between Sporting Kansas City 2 and Austin FC 2. Well, Michelle Montaigne revisits our Coach's Corner to let us get to know Kelvin Jones, manager of Columbus Crew 2. Take a look.
To be sitting down with Kelvin Jones, head coach of Crew 2. Thank you for the time welcoming us to your home.
Yeah, absolutely.
This field has seen a lot of winning over the years. I know this is your first season at the helm of this club, but no stranger to the entire franchise. For you, seeing so many guys come through here and make it to the first team, all the way from starting in the academy where you started, how satisfying is that?
It's great. I think for any coach, it's why you get into coaching. It's because of the personal connections that you make with the players. So to be able to see them progress through the academy and fulfill their dreams to get to the first team, it's really rewarding to say that you were part of that journey.
And having started at the U12 level, getting to see some of these guys grow up, how do you feel like Next Pro bridges that gap between the academy and the first team?
Yeah, I think it's a huge part, especially from where this club used to be to where we want to go. Not having Next Pro in the past, I think, kind of slowed down that developmental process a bit. All of our homegrowns prior to recent homegrowns had made their way back to the first team through college. And while they were in the academy, didn't necessarily have that mechanism to really challenge them and to push them once they were above what we thought was the academy level. So for these young guys to get opportunities at Next Pro, for us to see them before we have to make a decision on what their pathway is, it's great for us and a great tool for us to see daily, and then obviously for the first team to hopefully pull them in one day.
Well, once Next Pro was established, you guys wasted absolutely no time. First 2 years of the league, you guys make it to the MLS Next Pro Cup final. Obviously walk away as champions in the inaugural year. As you come in, now taking charge of this club, what kind of pressure do you feel knowing that that's the expectation that's been set?
Yeah, it's for sure a high bar, but where we're at, and even the first 2 years, it wasn't an expectation to win. It was to develop, and I think winning also becomes a byproduct of what you're doing on the field to develop. So there's no pressure to win, as the end goal is, as you saw with Mo and Schulte and Sean and those guys, is to give those guys the opportunity to make their way to the first team. There's a huge shift in terms of the makeup of the group as we've focused a lot on giving the younger academy kids an opportunity, because that's just where we're at as a club and how these players have progressed through. So the end goal is obviously to push these guys into the first team environment and give them opportunities to make the first team, and we are a tool that allows players to do that at a younger age.
Knowing that, and even you kind of mentioning this earlier, that you're not so much focused on the team, you're focused on developing each individual. With that in mind, I guess, what does success mean to you? Or what does it look like this year?
Ultimate success is those guys getting the opportunity to be with the first team or making a first team contract. That's the goal. Will some of those guys make first team contracts this year? We'll see. But you can see the success that is happening here at Next Pro translating to those guys getting opportunities with the first team on a consistent basis. Wilfred and staff are bringing the Next Pro guys into training. Stosh, Gio, Cole, there's been several guys that have been on first team rosters and benches for matches in league play or even Champions Cup. So I would say if you're looking at success and these guys getting opportunities right now, I would say we're right on track.
Well, that success is also translating to the first team. Obviously, the reigning MLS Cup champions for Crew, getting to host All-Star, knowing that there's just so much excitement around the club overall at every level. How would you describe kind of how you feel being a part of it all?
Yeah, humbled, proud. Being here for 7 years, I've seen all of the ups and downs over the last few years at the club. And from the day that I first got here, I always thought that this could be a special place. And the fact that the All-Star game is here, we've got players that are represented in the All-Star games, both in next and the first team. I think it's just a culmination of all the hard work that has gone on behind the scenes over the last few years to put us in a place to continue to grow.
Well, continued success, I am certain they will find. Coach, thank you so much for the time.
Absolutely.
That does it for this edition of Coach's Corner from beautiful, historic Crew Stadium. I'm Michelle Montaigne. We'll see you soon.
Toda mi gente lo siente, toda mi gente lo siente, toda mi gente lo siente, y toda mi gente lo siente, toda mi gente caliente, toda mi gente lo siente.
Really sweet. Ahí está el centro. ¡Gol! le pegó. Huerta, Andretti, servicio, el tiro.
It's saved by Carlos Corner. Con autoridad el centro. A la izquierda en las afueras del área le pega, golazo. Amor al gol. Parte externa, va a definir Chicho.
All right, MLS store, I need something fresh and clean. Let's see what you got. I need that in my size. So I like this. Cream on cream? The fit is cold. I'm ice cream. You like that? All right, MLS store, I need something fresh and clean. Let's see what you got. I need that in my size. So I like this. Cream on cream? The fit is cold. I'm ice cream. You like that?
Welcome back to Kansas City, scoreless between Sporting Kansas City 2 and Austin FC 2 after 45 minutes of play. Take a look at the highlights from this one so far. Well, of course, we're here at Swope Park, and this is the third time these two teams have met in 2024, and Kansas City's best chances came in transition. Avila just sends that one wide. This was early in the match. Visconti goes to work. And again, this is a team, Sporting Kansas City, that scored 40 goals this season, and yet being held scoreless at the moment. Visconti again, and this one looked a little bit scary for Alstrup, the keeper on the Austin side. He's able to draw the foul. This is a best chance for Austin. Comes in the box and just out of control. The defense there for Kansas City. For Carlin draws the penalty, and Fodre steps up to take the penalty. It's initially saved by Courtcamp and off the post. Cleared out, and now Kansas City wants to make something happen. Alstrup has been brave in this game, and Austin is able to dive on that one. Well, these are your stats so far in the game. We've only seen 3 shots on target combined, and Austin has the advantage. And in general, I think both of these teams, clearly by the score, will like to generate a little bit more offense in the second half. We'll see if they're able to do so. As I mentioned before, the last time these two teams played, it was 2-2, and the time before that it was 2-2, so usually it's a little bit more high scoring than we're seeing, but this is the third time around, and so pretty used to each other. Bit of a rivalry between Austin and Sporting KC here in the West. Take a look at the upcoming schedule here in MLS Next Pro. Had a couple of games Friday, Saturday, then one game on Wednesday will be Houston and Minnesota, and then Friday and Saturday right back at it again. Austin has a bit of a short week because they'll take on Colorado Rapids to 9 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, and so no matter how this goes, pretty quick turnaround and not a lot of time to linger on this match, but they would like to pick up some momentum perhaps going into that Friday game. It's been a while since both of these teams have won a game, and so this is a pretty crucial moment with an opportunity to walk away with 3 points here tonight. We'll see what the final 45 minutes bring here at Swope Park in Kansas City.
Central Bank is the official jersey front partner of Sporting KC2 and the official checking account partner of Sporting Kansas City. Visit sportingchecking.com or stop by any local Central Bank location to learn more. Sporting Kansas City 2's next home match is on September 22nd right here at Children's Mercy Victory Field against Minnesota. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m. Don't miss your next chance to see Sporting Kansas City 2. Tickets are available online at SeatGeek.com. Fans join us for Sporting Kansas City's next MLS home match on August 24th when Sporting take on Orlando. Tickets are available online at SeatGeek.com. We'll see you at Children's Mercy Park.
Well, here in Swope Park, Kansas City and Austin. No score after one half of action. And I'm Maura Sheridan. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Saw 3 shots on target combined between these two teams, and yet Austin had a chance to take the lead on a penalty and just couldn't put that away. It was CJ Fodre who had his shot saved by Courtcamp and then off the post. Do have a sub to tell you about. Visconti's out for Kansas City, and Johan Ortiz will come in. For Ortiz, this is appearance number 8 on the MLS Next Pro season. He's just 17 years old, so a whole slew of teenagers in this game for Kansas City. Final meetings, then we'll get ready to go here in the second half. Well, mentioned a short week for Austin. Next they play on Friday. But for Sporting Kansas City, they don't play again until 2 Saturdays from now, and that's against Vancouver. So a bit of a break after this one for Kansas City. Of course, they want to come out with a win. Right now they're in 9th place in the Western Conference, so sitting just below that playoff line. And we're underway here in the second. Ramirez. Van Ryn.
Johan Ortiz.
Toure weaves through. Off to the left here. Torres. Fodre, service, and just misses. Well, that's better for Austin. It was Austin that had the slight advantage in terms of shots on target. They have 2 shots, and both are on target in this game. Gumbale tangled up with Toure, and it's the Austin defender who's called for the foul. Cruz.
Yeah, boys, let's go!
pass ahead to the new sub Ortiz. And that one's way out. Looks like we got a race to see who's going to track it down. 3 kids go for it. Alstrup plays it long. Toure. Positive touch forward, and the flag goes up. Offside was for Carlin. Well, it seemed like Brett Utley just told Alstrup to go the other way, because I do think that they're trying to find for Carlin on the weak side, and that's how the penalty was drawn. Avila had an early look in this match that he sent wide in the 18. Habibullah, Klein, Avila slices that one in, and it's cleared out. Vaudreuil trying to make something happen, but Klein says no. Slips past him. Now Klein fights to keep it in. He does. Puts it across, and it hits the side of the netting. Oh, the fans nearly erupted here in Kansas City. And this really just comes from Klein and his high work rate. Doesn't give up on the play. And it's a nice ball in. It was a tough angle, though, for Gumbale. Well, Alexandre just rips on that one. Once a Farrell frustrated. Toure off the spin. Gumbale defends. Van Ryan. Toure skips that one towards the middle. But Carlin makes a run. Launches a service in, header, yes! CJ Vaudreuil. And Austin leads. What an assist from Carlin as well. And Vaudreuil makes up for that missed PK. The visitors in control. Well, 5 minutes in to this second half. This is a lovely ball. So well placed. And Vaudreuil is going to give a lot of love to Carlin for that one. Just had to head it home. He does do that. Well, you could hear the bench and Feilhaber saying to his side, there has to be a good reaction, talking about Kansas City, and they need a response goal quickly. Ortiz. Habibullah. Gumbale takes a shot from distance, and it's off the mark. Those kids getting a workout. Van Ryn. Carlin's pushed by Ortiz. Toure. Van Ryn. And Cristiano undercuts Burton, who's down in some pain. And Cristiano's gonna get a warning from Matto, our center official. Here's another look at this foul. Yeah, had his leg lifted and was out of control. Cristiano, Buffalo, New York native. This is start number 7 for him on the Next Pro season. Baudre, offside. Was trying to return the favor for Carlin. That was a combination for the goal a couple of minutes ago. Tapped forward for Carlin. Overlapping run. He'll take it himself. Trying to juke out the defense. And that shot is blocked by Courtcamp. Doesn't go out though. Into the corner for Austin. For Carlin. It will be a toss. Toure. I was fouled on that one. It's kind of a tough angle for me to see, but it looked like Cruz stepped on his foot. Oh, Baudre on a free kick for Austin. Can Austin, too, add to its lead and create some cushion moving forward in the second half? Off his left foot, head towards the back post, and it skims. Looked like Bonachera was the intended target. That's ultimately going to be another corner for Austin and Toure.
Ruben, get close. Nico, Linia. Ruben. Drop out, Alonso, go in. Micah, leave early, Micah. Micah, out. Good.
Curled up and just a bit wide. All right, Kansas City's going to make another change. It's Ethan Bryant who's going to come in. Gumbale's going to come out. And then Bryant, 3 goals and 4 assists this year for Kansas City. Perhaps he is the answer, some fresh legs. Here's Bryant on the ball, picking up speed. Habibullah into the 18, back to him, shoots. And off the defense, it was Bonachera who was in front of that. Carlin asking for help. That pass is intercepted. Jolted back to Austin though. Torres off the bounce. Burton corrals it in. Now possesses for Austin. He'll switch the point of attack. Toure. Van Rijn. Ramirez. Toure being bothered by Bryant. And Bryant commits a foul. You could see Failhaber saying, "We got him." They thought for a second able to get a turnover, cause a turnover, excuse me, and Bryant just commits a foul at the last second. We're going to see a yellow card given out to Shane Donovan. So that's Avila and Donovan both on yellows for Kansas City. Then for Carlin's on one as well for Austin. Ramirez. Only have half an hour to go. And right now it's CJ Fodre's goal, and that's the difference in this second half. Came off a wonderful service from Carlin in a transition sequence. And Fodre was able to head it home, and here he is on the ball. Looks up, plays it behind, back to him. Leaves it to his captain, Ramirez. Ramirez lifts into the 18, headed away, top of the box. And that hit a bunch of players. Second chance from Toure, or excuse me, Byron Hanga is off the mark. Well, this portion of the match is brought to you by Central Bank, official jersey front partner of SKC2 and community banking partner of Sporting Kansas City. Habibullah. Donovan. Habibullah back in the 18. Bryant into space. Ortiz shoots, and he's wide. Well, for Carlin and Van Rijn, both laying their bodies on the line to try to make this difficult. Bryant, this is a good pass, and off his left foot, Ortiz just unable to get a quality shot off with two defenders, again, diving in, but it does go off of Fakarlin, so it will be a corner kick for Kansas City. Looking to equalize here at home. Headed towards the back post. Bryant off the back of his head. Habibullah. And it's cleared out. Cristiano has it poked away. All the way back to the keeper in court camp. Dahlstrom. Navila. A little bit of pressure for Kansas City. Habibullah as well. Burton. Off the swing. That's a Farrow. Baudre. Barud Hanga. Toure. Navila steps to, makes some contact with Ramirez and doesn't get a call. Ramirez launches this one wide. Baudre's calling for it, he gets it. Into the 18, Fakarlin looks to shoot. Another one, no. Byron Hanga had a decent opportunity there. Ramirez just fights through. Head on a swivel, another cross for Carlin. Was the option, can't connect. Dahlstrom just gonna settle for Austin. Well, things have opened up a little bit in the second half, but Austin does look like the stronger, more confident side. Well, that Faudre and Fakarlin duo has come alive in this second half. Dahlstrom. Toure. Alexandre loses a handle on it. Torres. Bonachera. Combines with Faudre. Launches it in the box. Klein. Fakarlin keeps it in. Now in the 18. 1v1, and it's poked away. Dispossessed by Ortiz. Bryant. It could be the costly giveaway in the midfield for Kansas City from Cruz. Byron Hanga towards the back post. Toure on the back of Bryant. And a foul against Ramirez. Cristiano. Rinda. Austin the other way. Now Cruz picks up momentum. And Bryant makes a run. Now Alexandre, you could see the body language there, not too pleased with how that's just played out. Kansas City's had a frustrating day offensively, trying to pick up their first win since July 21st. Probably at this point, too, to walk away with a point or maybe two, because we have shootouts here in MLS Next Pro, and you can pick up an extra point. Fodre. And two for Kansas City, looking to avoid getting shut out in 2 straight matches. Monteferro. Well, it was a foul called, and then Monteferro goes out of play. But we're going to see a couple of subs here. For Carlin out, he had the assist on the goal. It looks like just one sub there for Austin. Abarca comes in. Diego Abarca, his 8th appearance this year. Bonachera. Burton plays it long. Fodre. They're still going to earn it for Austin in the attacking third with about 20 minutes to go. See if Austin can hang on here and walk away with 3 points and just snap that streak of 3 draws in a row and 3 shootout losses. It's a tough pill to swallow, I assume, because so close and just not in the win column. Well, this Austin team, again, they have not been getting blown out this year. Just comes down to a couple little moments, and today it could be a positive couple little moments. They've come alive here in the second half and defended well against Kansas City, too. And he thought that missed penalty in the first half could be pretty deflating. And ultimately, Fodre makes up for it by scoring the goal here in the second. Van Rijn, a little out of control. He gets whistled for that one. Habibullah. And I believe that was just given out to Van Rijn, the yellow. Actually, it's a Barca who gets a yellow.
TJ, get in! Get in! We're fine with Micah here!
Well, this portion of the match is brought to you by Children's Mercy Hospital of Kansas City, official healthcare partner of Sporting KC.
TJ, nice and high, call it early!
Ortiz and Cruz stood over the ball. Now Ortiz is going to move off of it, and Cruz will take it off his right foot, and just no power to that one. Didn't have a lot of height either. Cruz. Burton hanging all over him, doesn't matter. Cruz gets around. Ortiz. Whips it across. And rising for a header on the back post. It Looks like that could have been something good for Kansas City. Alexandre. Klein. Cristiano. Bryant was cutting, unable to connect with him. Van Ryn. That's a Pharaoh. Well, there are about 8 games left in MLS Next Pro. Some teams have 7, some teams have 9. But we're nearing the end of the season, the last couple of months here. And for everyone with postseason dreams, it would have to start right now for both of these teams on the outside looking in. Just trying to climb up the table. A collision. Abarca's down in some pain. A yellow card given out on a late tackle from Ortiz. Well, his legs get tired as Kansas City continues to be, just upset that they haven't found the back of the net. We're seeing more fouls and more cards being given out. And right now, the season series is split when you think about the shootout victories each has had. See how this plays out in the third meeting. Into the box, big shot and a huge goal for Austin. That's a confident strike from Irvin Torres.
Austin FC goal scored in the 76th minute by number 30, Irvin Torres.
Well, that adds some cushion for Austin. Well, just off the bounce, Torres swerves, and he has just enough room to let it rip, and he does. That's his 3rd goal of the season. And it was placed very well. He's an academy product that has earned time with this Austin FC2 team. It just had 3 appearances in 2023 and now is a regular starter. And that is a much needed goal for Austin, sitting pretty here with about 15 minutes to go. Ortiz, now the pressure is really on Kansas City to get on the board soon. Bryant chips this one wide. Alexandre puts it across. Habibullah shoots. And the defense was there. Mazzaferro was in front. Van Ryn as well. Well, that's what you would want, to end up at the feet, just a couple yards out of your leading scorer. Habibullah has 8 goals and 3 assists this year. Here comes a corner for Kansas City. Attempting to launch a comeback here at home. Middle of the box, it was Bryant who's wide with a header, and we'll do it again. Bryant again, heavy touch. And cleared by Austin. Onside. Burton. Torres. And that shot is blocked. been a really strong second half for Austin too. Toure, pair of goals. And this performance just adds on to 3 goals scored last week against Portland. So that's 5 in the last 2. And we consider just the progress offensively for Austin. Heading into this match, 22 goals scored. That's last in MLS Next Pro. So they'll take it, sure, 2 multi-goal games. Bonachera. Ian Klein touch at the same time. It's a corner. All right, looks like Ian James will enter this game. The 16-year-old come in for Kansas City. And Carson Klein's day is done. This is appearance number 7 for James on the Next Pro season. Corner for Austin, and another goal certainly puts this game away. Well, it's James with his first touches of the game, heads it away, and we'll do it again from the opposite side. Back post again, punched away. I'm not sure actually if Korkamp got a piece of that one or not. It's redirected and could be a counter for Kansas City, but running out of room is Habibullah. Looks like Tashandra is waiting to come in for Kansas City. That's Shalo Tashandra, 18-year-old. So he will come in, and out is Alexandre. And then one more sub for Kansas City. Jonathan Robinson will come in. And Habibullah comes out.
He's replaced by number 35, Jonathan Robinson.
Ten minutes to go. Austin has scored twice in the second half. Byron Hanga goes to work against Cristiano. Back post header, Fodre off the post. Almost a brace. Boy, he is dangerous through the air. That is tough to do when you're that far out, but he got a lot of power to that one. Well, James earns a corner for Kansas City. Well, this portion of the match is brought to you by Price Chopper, official grocery partner of Sporting Kansas City.
Identify him early. Irvin, 52 there, 52, yep. Bobo, watch right. Michael, watch it back. Sal, adjust.
Middle of the 6, header, just high. Brian through the air. That one skims the crossbar. It was just outside the 6, actually. And heads that one over. Another corner for Kansas City. And a foul in the midst of the chaos, and so it'll be with Austin. So I think Austin initially was going to make a sub, and they decided to hold that sub, so that's why there's a bit of a delay here. So Torres is still in, and he has the second goal today. So we have a cramp for an Austin player.
For Austin FC in the
Sebastian Pino's going to come in.
Number 30, Irvin Torres.
And Irvin Torres is going to come out. They've been waiting for this one. Antonio Gomez will also come in, and it looks like he might take out Toure, who's down with that cramp. And that is going to be the change.
84th minute, leaving the game, number 2, Pete Toure. He's replaced by number 4, Antonio Gomez.
Bonachera, no rush with this team up 2-0. Well, credit to this Austin team. Perhaps this is a stretch in which they've turned a corner on the 2024 season. You wonder if it's happening too late. But just trying to boost confidence moving forward. This is a solid win against Kansas City. They shut them out too. It's pretty impressive. Mazzaferro. Van Ryan. Vodre still fighting. Nearly had a brace. Very close on his second opportunity through the air. Well, it's 2-0, that's a score. Just have about 5 minutes to go. Robinson against Gomez. Cross to Bryant. Edge of the 18. Cruz shoots. Foul strip denies. Mazzaferro goes down. Fans not too pleased with that one as Alstrup is just going to hold here and kill some clock. Rindov. Avila, excuse me, unable to connect on that one. And Cruz was trying to track it down. It's been a difficult game for Kansas City. Just have not created well in the final third. Really tested Alstrup too much in this match. Fodre. Off his body. Robinson coming up with it. Fodre ricochets that one off of Robinson and out of play. Gets applause from Utley, his head coach. Well, just a couple minutes to go. Fodre settles. No rush for Austin. Gomez. Well, this will just be the fourth win of the MLS Next Pro season for the defending champions, Austin FC 2. It's got to feel pretty good. Gomez, wide. And it soars over everybody. Robinson. Bryant. Ramirez.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Oh, we're going to get 3 minutes of stoppage time here between Austin and Kansas City. Byron Hanga. Abarca. Byron Hanga again. And Austin just possessing. Gomez looking for a third goal header. Fodre. My goodness, through the air. Austin's looked good in this second half. Well, in the first half, there wasn't much offense created for either team. 3 shots on target combined. But credit to Austin, they've buried the chances that have come their way. And I remember Utley saying early to Alstrup in the half to send it to the left side. They were trying to go weak side and find Fakarlin, and instead it's the opposite. It's Fakarlin who finds Fodre to open the scoring on a really great service. And Kansas City seemed pretty deflated after that. Give up another goal to Torres. We got bodies flying here in the closing minutes. Bonachera. Mazzaferro. Oh, Pino gives it chase. Pino, 4 goals and 1 assist just coming in at the tail end of this game. And so impressive that Austin was able to do it without him. Abarca, all alone, launches one over the top and over the crossbar. Just trying to chip it over Courtcamp, the keeper. And that was the final look. The final opportunity doesn't matter much for Austin, who walks away with a 2-0 victory over Kansas City. A very strong second half from the visitors here at Swope Park, and they earn a much-needed 3 points. Well, tonight's man of the match is CJ Fodre with Austin FC2. This is the first goal, and it really is just a good combination between him and Fakarlin. Fakarlin in the space. Fodre gets in behind, blazes in for a header, and finishes the chance. But what a good ball from Fakarlin. Perfect texture to that one. And that was the difference. And Irvin Torres would add another one for Austin. But credit to the visitors, they came out strong in the final 45 minutes to complete the victory on the road. Well, for our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Maura Sheridan. Once again, final score 2-0. Austin FC2 takes down Sporting Kansas City 2. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Have a fantastic night, everyone.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.